Hi, and welcome to another five-question testimony. And I'm joined now by Keith White. Hi, Keith. How are you?
Good afternoon, Paul. Yeah, we're well. We're really good, especially on a
Good.
beautiful sunny day like this.
Yeah, it's lovely outside. It's lovely outside. Keith, let me just start by asking you, where did you grow up?
I grew up in, well, I suppose you call it a little hamlet. It's called Moonfleet, and there was just a hotel, a couple of cottages, and a house, and a farm. And that's where I grew up. My parents were farmers, and so I had the real enjoyment of living on a farm, growing up on it, and yeah, and also right next to the sea. So I had a wonderful childhood.
Sounds great. Sounds great. And I've visited Moonfleet a number of times to where you are. It really is very, very beautiful. Keith, I know it's probably a long time ago, if you can remember that far back, but I'd like to just ask you how you came to know the Lord.
You must be mentioning my short memory span. Yes, yeah, quite a good number of years ago now. My family, as I say, were farmers, but they also had a relationship with Jesus. And I was brought up in a family and my wider family from that, so grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins, you name them, were all Christians. And so I was brought up in that influence of God and about the Bible right from a very young age. I was challenged in my early teens as to what my personal relationship was with Jesus. And at that moment in time, I had to admit it was just a head knowledge rather than a heart knowledge. And through being challenged at a particular meeting one night, God really challenged me and realized that I needed to make that personal commitment myself to follow him, to accept what he'd really done for me. And it's an amazing time. We're coming up to Easter now, but and that point of where Jesus went to the cross for me and died for me.
So, Keith, in your spare time, what sort of things do you like doing?
Oh, well, because I'm a country boy, I love country sports and really love to be out in the country. Another thing I really enjoy and haven't been able to do much over the past years is because I live at Moonfleet, I've got an amazing Chesil Beach and fishing, and that's one of the things I really enjoy as well. So, but also I love meeting with people. And so, that's a great time just to be able to share within my sports and what I do with other people.
So, Keith, as many people are finding, particularly those like yourself that are saying one of the things they love is meeting with other people. Obviously, that's something we're not able to do at the moment. But I just wondered in what ways has the COVID-19 crisis affected you?
Well, as with everybody, I suppose, it's distancing ourselves from everybody. But one of the amazing things is, I suppose, is technology. As we are today, we're able to share and meet with people, and that's just been amazing. But therefore, I would have to say, because where we live right out in the country, it hasn't really affected us that much, except in one sense, because I'm still able to meet and converse with my friends via, the internet and whatever. So yeah, it's a really bit surreal, I suppose, in some ways, that we have to do that, but getting used to it.
So, Keith, for many of us, something from God's scripture can really lift us in these times. I just wondered if there's anything that you would like to share with everyone today.
Yeah, certainly. It was just about 4 or 5 weeks ago when it really first started. And it's a couple of verses in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah is a guy who was used by God to put his thoughts across to the people of Israel. Now, Israel were going through a real hard time as well at this point that Isaiah is writing. And God was relating to them a few things. and it talks about, through the book, about God's love for the children of Israel. Even though they were going through these hard times, the Assyrian army had already captured northern Israel, and they were going through difficult times. And so from that point of view, Isaiah then brings out about Jesus, about the Messiah who was going to be born and what they could look forward to. He talked about his death on the cross and why he was doing that, why he had to go through that for them. And then the latter chapters are all about towards the end of history and what is going to happen and what's going to come about. And I'd just like to read a couple of verses from Isaiah 60, if I may. And it says this: "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. See, darkness covers the earth, and thick darkness is over the people. But the Lord rises upon you, and his glory appears over you." And I just think that's just amazing. And it was really the first part of that: arise, shine, for your light has come. And it's really, I got the feeling that Isaiah was really saying that the children of Israel had been sleeping a little bit, and that they needed, to arise and get up and accept the day that they were in and what was happening, and to really shine out for Jesus and for God. And, because he is there, he is with us every moment of every day, and to let that light shine through the dark times that they were in.
Keith, thank you. That's excellent to hear that. That's really good to hear your thoughts on that. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time today to share with us your thoughts and a little bit about yourself. The technology, wonderful as it is, we've had a few glitchy moments, but I know that people will forgive that because it's more important that we're connected with each other and we hear what you had to say. So thank you so much for your time, Keith.
Okay, pleasure. Thank you.